the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner.
Number 30.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 19 carries, 88 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Conner. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was brought down by Ross Blacklock. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the draw, Conner. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look how they're elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw. And you know how sometimes coaches talk about using short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the draw, Connor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Got his man, That's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
On for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
It is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Complete to number 15. 10 yards on the
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
There's a familiar sight, J.J. Watt with the sack, and he's absolutely a force of nature when he's on the field. Unfortunately, he's only played more than 8 games once in the last 4 seasons, but when he plays full-time, he ends up being in the running every time for NFL Defensive Player of the Year, an award he's won 3 times in the past.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, at a Pittsburgh first.
38-yard line.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's the Steelers' new signee for 2020, Dustin Colquitt, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Hands it off out of the gun. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he fires one incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
that first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
33-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, Connor.
The pass.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Cobb to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vince Williams on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. On second down now, it's Conner. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end fails. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 10-yard line.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
But Dupree with the big sack, and something really jumped up for him in 2019. 11.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and boy, did he play well for Pittsburgh. That's what they look for in an outside linebacker. The former first-rounder gave it to him in 2019.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left.
The quarterback.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Texans 3.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On second down, Conner looking for space. Oh, Conner loses it.
The tight end, the ball carrier. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Conner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Texans
back to throw now on first down. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point now by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Chris Boswell.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Cobb. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 36 on the carry.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Will Fuller. A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Fells. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
Gain of 13 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
On the play. Out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Johnson.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Texans 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run here with Conner. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A beautiful fake. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Sack there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
That's good for 28 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for some. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From a yard out, and the Texans cut into that lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now it's Connor. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
2nd and 5. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Number 11.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
38. Texans 16.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end fails.
The pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Bradley Roby on the cover.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Fells has it left side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
17-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Houston set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
By number 11.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
And he whips that one incomplete there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's got this down to the 35.
The pass.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down, Houston.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brought down.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the run is Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Conner. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
46-yard line.
Now a dump off here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now this throw caught left side. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
37.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Connor. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own.
So now the Texans down by 9. 1:46 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. First and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Chris Boswell.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Score, Steelers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.